Hi, my name is Alecia Ducato. I work at the Cooper Street building with Ascend Mental Wellness, and my role is the assistant coordinator for both residential and the interim rooms. For residential, I assist people in their day-to-day lives. I help people out with, reapplying for different paperwork, whether or not be something simple like SNAP. I work on goals with people. I also, for the interim room, do intakes. I do screenings. I assist people in obtaining permanent housing. It works different for everybody. I work with individuals like Shayna for outreach. She might meet somebody out in the community and might do a screening there herself with them. If they have a contact number, then I will also call and follow up with them, ask them questions such as how long have you been homeless, where are you staying, what are your goals, are you on probation, have you presented to the county, which county are you working with, is it Warren or Washington, have you been in a shelter before? Do you know how it works? How can I explain that to you? I also have other people who might be being released from jail. That also, while Shayna is in the jail, she will complete a screening. And then once they are out, they present at Warren or Washington County, whichever one that they are being released from. And then they will call me directly from there, and I can have a conversation with them then as well. So a majority of the time I will do a screening over the phone. Sometimes I will have somebody who just shows up at the front door, and I'll do a screening with them in that moment. I try and schedule screenings during my screening times on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 11. But, life is life, and not everybody can, call me during those times. When they do call, I will ask their first and last name, date of birth, what county that they are in. I will also ask how did they hear about the program, who their referral is, a good callback number. A lot of times my beds are full, so I might have to put somebody on a wait list and then have to give them a call back. And I also like to have that referral number, so if I can't get a hold of somebody, I'm like, hey, I know you referred this person. How do I get a hold of them? Can you get a hold of them to reach back out to me? I always ask for transparency. I'm not here to judge you of how you became homeless, how long you've been homeless. I just want to know what the best possible course of, action is to help you. I have some individuals who might be out of work because they're focusing on their sobriety. So are you going to Baywood? Are you participating in BHSN or Conifer or Kaleo? Who are your providers? How can having stable housing benefit you into getting to where you need to be? Because everybody needs a roof over their head and some sort of being, feeling of normalcy in order to progress into, finding out what they need to do, where they need to be, and, how they can get there. We'll call the individual, make a date as to when they can come in. They come in, we do a ton of paperwork. They sign consent forms in order to be able for me to make provider appointments with them. Or maybe somebody is on parole or probation and they need to be able to keep in contact with their probation officer. Emergency contact is, a family member or a friend that just in case something does happen and they have to, go to the hospital for food poisoning or something, you can keep in contact with somebody just to be like, oh, yep, they're not here, but they're okay. I will also go over a guest agreement with individuals. That guest agreement is just the rules to abide by while you are here. It's things like we do have a curfew. You have to be back here by 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. Every night in order to stay qualified for the bed. There are some exceptions to that. I have some individuals who work overnight shifts, so they still need a bed. They just, they work an overnight shift, so they're not here on the overnight, they're here during the day. I will show them around the common areas in the building, and then I will bring them into the interim room. I will show them the living room, the kitchen, where to put their canned goods, which refrigerator that they'll be using. I will show them the bathrooms. I will show them their bedroom, where they can put their items. I will have them do their laundry. Some people haven't been able to do laundry in a hot minute. So we encourage them to do their laundry. We have a bunch of laundry pods in the front desk. So if somebody doesn't have laundry detergent, they can feel free to use that and complete their laundry to get some clean.